One of the most luxurious cars you can ever drive is the Mercedes E-Class. This is a class that has built its reputation on soul-soothing tranquility and luxury. As such, it has to keep up with its reputation, even as they make their cars differently with each model year. And now, for 2024, Mercedes has decided to take the E-Class to a whole new level. The changes that you're about to see are something you've probably never seen. It may seem impossible, but Mercedes has done it. So, what's new with the 2024 Mercedes-Benz E-Class? Let's find out, shall we? Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to look at the 2024 Mercedes E-Class, and believe me, this is a car unlike any other. But before we continue, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. And with that, let's take a look at the 2024 Mercedes E-Class. Given that the E-Class is supposed to keep up with its reputation, how the next generation will keep this up is now becoming clearer. There have been rumors that the all-new E-Class lineup will get rid of the current convertible and coupe models, leaving only a four-door sedan and station wagon. However, it's also not known whether the new wagon will even be sold in the United States. But even with all that, Mercedes insiders claim that this will be the last time the E-Class lineup will come with a long roof model. Due to the fact that the hybrid tech has already been installed in the outgoing E450, as well as the other vehicles in Mercedes lineup being turned into hybrids, we can expect the new generation of the E-Class to come with a combination of internal combustion and battery-backed propulsion only. However, it's too soon to tell how many cylinders the next generation of the E-Class's engine will come with or how much power it will give out from the hybrid tech. But given Mercedes' reputation and progress in the field, it's safe to expect some pretty efficient powertrains that provide smooth and robust power delivery. However, as much as we may not know whether the new E-Class will come with a new powertrain, there is one thing that we are eagerly awaiting to see, and that is the cabin. Mercedes-Benz gave the first look at the cockpit of the new 2024 E-Class, and, just as expected for Mercedes, the entire dashboard is home to a massive array of displays. The new superscreen, just like the hyperscreen that debuted on the EQS electric sedan, combines multiple screens into one single curved glass panel. This panel stretches the entire width of the dashboard. All this is made better by the powerful new central processor and 5G data connectivity. This new system will be home to a new third-party app store with some of the most popular and familiar entertainment apps. We're talking about TikTok, Angry Birds, Zoom meetings, and so much more. But what exactly does it have to offer? One of the fascinating things about this new cabin is the triple display Mercedes-Benz user experience, MBUX Super Screen Dashboard. This is one of the most significant changes for the 2024 model year. However, it'll be a slightly scaled down version of the MBUX Hyperscreen. Instead of integrating all three displays, the digital instrument cluster of the new E-Class will still protrude from the main glass slab like a tablet on a toaster. It can be modified by the driver to give them either sporty or classic themed gauges and driving information. As for the remaining screens, which are the large central display and optional passenger display, they'll be fused to the main superscreen glass panel, which will stretch and contour across the rest of the dashboard. As much as Mercedes has shown us this, they have not yet released the dimensions for the displays. But if we were to guess, we can assume that the cluster and the passenger screens will be about 12.3 inches, while the center display might be a bit smaller than the Hyperscreen, which is a 17.7-inch main screen. The Superscreen also has a few new tricks up its sleeve. This has been made possible by including a selfie camera mounted at the top of the dashboard. This camera helps power a feature called Visual Shield, which helps prevent the driver from being distracted by the passenger display. As for the third screen, it will only activate when the E-Class detects that there is someone sitting in the passenger seat. Not only that, but it also uses dual light control display tech to reduce the visibility from the driver's seat. This means that no matter what the passenger does, the driver will barely be distracted. The camera can also watch and detect how often and for how long the driver looks over at the passenger side. And when it notices that he has looked at that side for long, it will dim the display further to obscure it from the driver's view. Passengers will also have a load of new third-party apps that will now be available as part of an optional entertainment package. And from these, they will get to enjoy video content and games, which are downloaded straight to the onboard storage. When it's launched, it will include Angry Birds, TikTok, and Vivaldi web browser. There's also an entertainment portal that is powered by Zinc, which will include streaming video, sports, news, games, and more. Mercedes claims that there will be more than 30 global streaming services at launch, with more integrations being negotiated for later inclusion. The driver can also enjoy the new onboard apps on the center display, but only when they are parked. They can even use the dashboard camera to capture photos, record videos, and participate in WebEx or Zoom video calls, and even meetings. But when they're driving, audio-only calls and collaboration are supported. It goes without saying that this system will support Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard for users who would rather power their apps and maps with a phone. Surrounding the superscreen is an even more active ambient lighting that has a bright new multicolor LED strip. This one stretches across the top of the instrument panels and flows onto the doors, joining the already extensive RGB illumination that is below the dashboard and in the footwells. This lighting now comes with a sound visualization feature that analyzes the sound coming from the Burmester 4D surround system to pulse and ebb with the beat. If you combine this with the vibrating transducers in the front seat backrests and Dolby Atmos spatial audio, the driver will be able to see, hear, and feel the music around them. Hopefully, this will be easy enough to disable because it can be a little distracting for some people. To make them more useful, the ambient lights can be used to communicate the driver assistance information. For example, localized color can help to visually alert the parking distance, or ambient lights can flash a warning when active brake assist is triggered. With the introduction of the hyperscreen in the E-Class, Mercedes has also introduced its zero-layer paradigm and AI-learned routines. This is where the car tries to learn the driver's habits and presents some of the most commonly used features on the home screen when relevant. For example, if you always navigate to your kid's soccer practice on Tuesday afternoons, the car will learn this routine. The E-Class comes with over 20 of what Mercedes calls magic modules that can be learned and presented on the zero-layer home screen. This includes birthday reminders, to-do list suggestions, energizing comfort modes, and so much more. In addition, the new 2024 E-Class allows you to manually create routines of your own that can be triggered when certain conditions are met. Mercedes demonstrates this by showing how an owner could use the template system to automatically activate the seat heaters and set the ambient lighting to warm orange when the temperature goes below a certain point. It can also be set to create a date-night theme that sets the ambient lights to a dim rose color and plays a romantic playlist through Bluetooth audio with just a single click. This is somehow like Apple's shortcuts, which are mostly in Mac OS and iOS, but for your Benz now. There are a lot of amazing features in the cabin that will elevate the luxury even more. All these are changes that we are all eager to see in action. However, the 2024 Mercedes-Benz E-Class is expected to make its debut in US dealerships later this year. So, until then, we can only wait. What do you think of the 2024 Mercedes-Benz E-Class? Feel free to let us know in the comments section below. Also, before you go, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.